Hello everybody. Today we will learn parallelogram. Now to start with parallelogram, we will study some properties of the parallel lines. Let us say these are two parallel lines. Parallel lines are the lines which never meet and they are always equidistant. So the distance between these two parallel lines AB and CD will always be h. Let h is the distance between these two lines. Now let us say I draw a line which intersect these two parallel lines. This line, let us say this is E and F, EF. EF is known as, EF is called transversal line. EF is called transversal line. Now we will study some of the angles between these lines. Let us say this angle is x. Now because this is a straight line, if this is x, then this angle will be 180 minus x. Again, if we look at this line over here, this angle will also be 180 minus x. Again, this angle will be x because this again whole angle is 180 degree. Now for line CD, if this angle is x, this is also x because these two are the same line with different names, we can say. So if I superimpose CD on AB, it will be a same line. So if this angle is x, this is also x. Again, as in above, this will be 180 minus x, this will be 180 minus x, and this will be x. Now let us name all these angles. I will draw a different line for this. Let us say these are again the two same lines and this is a transversal line. These are two parallel lines. This is a transversal. Now we will study few angles. This angle and this angle are known as the corresponding angles. We can see from above that the value of this angle and this angle is same. Over here we can see this angle is x, this is also x, right? These are corresponding angle. Few more corresponding angles will be this angle and similarly this angle. These two angles are also same. Similarly, this angle and this angle is a corresponding angle. These are also same, and this angle and this angle is also same. So there are four corresponding angle pairs. So we were talking about corresponding angle. Now let us again talk about some more angles. This angle and this angle, pair of these angles are known as alternate angles. Right? So because both these angles are lying inside the parallel line, so they are also known as alternate interior angles. They are also known as alternate interior angle. Again, we can have alternate interior angle as this angle and this one. Right? Now for the alternate exterior angle, if we are talking about alternate interior angle, then we also have alternate exterior angle as this. Alternate exterior angle will be this and this. See, this angle and this angle are same. Okay, so this is alternate exterior angle. exterior angle. So they have one more pair which is known as consecutive interior angle. So what is consecutive interior angle? This angle and this angle. These two angles are known as consecutive interior angle. Now these consecutive interior angles are not same. Let us say this is A and this is B. So for consecutive interior angles, A plus B is equal to 180 degrees. We can see from above also. See, this angle is 180 degree minus x and this angle is x. We are saying that these two angles are consecutive interior angle. So we can say that it is 180 minus x plus x, which makes it 180 degrees. So consecutive interior angles add up to 180 degrees, right? This was just a summary of the parallel lines. Now we will study parallelogram. See, let us say these are the two parallel lines, right? I will extend these lines. Again, these are two parallel lines, different pair of parallel lines, right? Now, the area which is formed with the intersection of these two parallel lines forms a parallelogram. Now, the shaded area is known as parallelogram. So, what is a parallelogram? It has this is known as a parallelogram. So, it has two pair of parallel lines. Let us say rename this these vertices as A, B, C and D. Now AB is parallel to, this is a sign of parallel lines, DC, and DA is parallel to CB. Now this is DA is parallel to CB, right? So double arrows over here, double arrow means these two lines are parallel and these two lines are parallel. So I will again redraw this parallelogram over here. This is a parallelogram with vertices as A, B, C, D. These two lines are parallel. AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. Now let us draw the diagonal of a parallelogram. So parallelogram is also a type of quadrilateral. See, it has four lines. Now let us draw the diagonal of this parallelogram. This DB is one of the diagonal and AC is also diagonal. So we are just drawing DB. Now few properties of the parallelogram which we are going to study are angle A is equal to angle C, angle B is equal to angle D, whereas the diagonals of parallelogram, this is parallelogram, intersect each other, bisect each other. Bisect each other means if I draw two diagonals of a parallelogram, right? So they will intersect, let's say this is point O. Now they will bisect each other, means this diagonal is the O is the midpoint of AC, means this AO will be equal to OC, whereas DO will be equal to OB. DO will be equal to OV. Now just we will study about these properties. First of all, why A is equal to C and B is equal to D. See, consider these two lines. These are parallel lines. AB and DC are the parallel lines, whereas DB is the diagonal which is also transversal for AB and DC, right? DB is also behaving as a transversal line for AB and DC. Therefore, angle this is equal to angle this. These are two alternate angles, pair of alternate angles. Therefore, let us say this is angle 1, this is angle 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Again consider these two parallel lines AD and BC. These two are the parallel lines, whereas AC is acting as the transversal line for AD and BC. So AC is behaving as a transversal line. Therefore, we can say this angle is equal to this angle. These are also alternate angles. Also 1 is equal to 2, 3 is equal to 4. For these two, this angle is also equal to this angle. If AD is parallel to BC and AC is the transversal line, then if we should talk about this also. Yes, I am right. So these two are equal. So if 1, 2, 3, 4, let us say this is 5 and 6, right? So 5 and 6 are equal because AD is parallel to BC and DB is also acting as a transversal line for AD and BC. AD and BC are parallel lines, whereas DB is acting as a transversal for this pair of parallel line. Therefore, 5 and 6 are equal. They are again alternate angles. So with the help of alternate angle, we can prove, see, 1 is equal to 2 and 5 is equal to 6. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Angle 5 is equal to angle 6. If we add these two equations, which says angle 1 plus angle 5 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 6. So angle 1 plus angle, we should reverse this. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, whereas angle 6 is equal to angle 5. We should write it this way. Initially we have written 5 is equal to 6. We should write it this way because we want to have whole angle B. Angle B is formed with the help of 1 plus 6. Now we will add, if we add these two equations, 1 plus 6, angle 1 plus angle 6 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 5. Now angle 1 plus angle 6 becomes angle B and angle 2 plus 5 becomes angle D. See, which we have to prove. So like this way we have proven that the opposite angles of the parallelogram are equal. These are two opposite angles. Opposite angles are equal. In the same way, we can prove angle C is equal to angle A. Angle C is equal to angle A. And why diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other, this we will study in the next lecture with the help of congruency. We will study first congruency and then we will prove that the diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. With the help of congruency also, we can also prove that opposite angles are equal. So in the next lecture, we will study few points about congruency. Till then, Goodbye.